Welcome back. A little less of a mess today. And I feel that, I really do, because I thought I had convinced myself that I was going to wait right up until the 7-day mark, like an entire week, to create a video and then just like frantically post it, because I am a procrastinator through and through. That's another lovely thing that goes along with ADHD. Procrastination, lack of organization, frustration, all of that. And here I am. Actually, I'm just like, I wanna do this. I was like, hey, I'm excited to be today. I'm excited to just like wake up and be. And maybe no promises, because this is me, no promises. Because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to get caught in the act, like breaking a promise. Never a good time. Never a good time. Not that I break promises. I'm gonna start by saying that, like, I refuse to make a promise to somebody if there's a chance in my mind that I doubt myself. And I am perfectly fine with making promises to people. I love making promises because I want to be able to commit to people and their time, and if they're wanting me to show that I care, why can't I give them that? So promises are good to make, but I can never promise that I'm gonna do the same thing on a regular basis. So I'm going to do my best to actually work this out so I can pick a day. And you know what I would love actually is if anybody on here is like, hey, you know what works best for me? If you guys think, there's a day that maybe you watch, like you have your days. I have my days where I watch my favorite YouTubers. So I mean, if you have channels you subscribe to, or you have a show you watch, you have a sport you play, you have date night with your partner, you do family dinners, yeah, if there's a like a day that works better, that would be like that off day where you're like, I really need some therapy, but I can't afford it. I don't want to afford it. I don't want to go to therapy. I hate therapists. I like therapists, not ready to go to therapy, but I have this day a week that I have free, so maybe it could be like Therapy Thursday with somebody who's not at all formally educated or professional in any way, shape, or form, and then I could do that for you. And literally I'll just be here and I'm just gonna be talking my shit, and you're gonna be there talking your shit, and we're gonna just like hopefully have a discussion. And that brings me to I would like to do other videos too, like maybe shorts, maybe experiences, things that don't have to necessarily be what's the word? Yeah, organized. Just I don't have to be like, let's pound these out every Wednesday, every hump day we gotta throw up a random fucking short story experience of that time I worked at a bar and it was fucking wild. Lots of those stories, by the way. Lots. If you ever want to hear just like the most fucked up shit that you think can happen to people. And I'm not talking about like always necessarily like wild, rude, harsh, dangerous shit. I'm talking about just the weirdest fucking garbage that humans can experience while working in bars. I got those stories. I got them. So if you just want to feel better about yourself, let me know. But that's also why I'm here. If you want to feel better about yourself, come to me. I want us to have all this fucking energy and just use it. Just suck it all in every single day. Just be like, what can I get from this day? What can I use from this day and make it mine? And not like sucking people like from, it sounded weird, but like sucking energy from people. We don't want any like narcissists or like energy vampires here. Although like vampires, okay, I'm not gonna diss vamps. They have their own place. I think I stated in my first video maybe that I'm nocturnal. If not, I'm nocturnal. I love the night. I'm a creature of the night. Wish I was more of a creature of habit, but like good habits, like drinking water and sleeping better. But I'm not. I'm a creature of the night. I don't suck blood though. No, that's not a thing I do. I don't do that. But yeah, no, I'm not disinvamped or anything, but so I mean, if we want to take whatever kind of energy is given to us and use it, like why wouldn't you? If you're feeling good, if you go out and you see something, like something catches your eye, whether it's something in nature or a person, why wouldn't you want to be near that? Why wouldn't you want to, just like absorb that energy? Like, say it's a beautiful day. I'm gonna do a couple random instances here. If it was me, say I go out on a random day and so I live in Vancouver, BC. Narrow it down a little bit every time. So if it's a nice day and I go to the beach, I mean, there's so much for me to see there. There's so much for me to hear. There's so much for me to smell and take in, and that's just the scenery alone. That's not even like the people, the animals, like the facilities. That's just, like, it's just a beach. And say I see this one spot, this patch in the sun that nobody's occupying, and it's kind of near a tree, and I see this patch, and I'm like, I have a break. I have some time in my walk, my stroll, whatever I'm about to do. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna sit there. Why wouldn't I? If something's drawing me there, it's something as simple as just taking in that energy and that experience, and like acknowledging it, obviously. Like, I'm sure if you're busy, do your thing. Like, if I'm really busy, I'm like, I gotta walk, I have whatever I have to do, I'm on my way to do something, I want to be like, that's beautiful, and then go about my day. Whatever it is, acknowledge that energy that you're feeling or that you're noticing in something. And I know sometimes it's easier said than done. We have some crazy lives. I know it's been a little less hectic for some, for me, for sure, during COVID, because I pretty much just work from home. But it's, we're so caught up in our everyday lives, especially, like, I'm from a small town, and I grew up on a farm, so that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other, and I am forever a country girl at heart. Fucking forever. And I respect and appreciate my roots wholeheartedly. And it was quite a shocker coming out here, because everybody's go, and people are like, me and and like, I'm driving and you're walking, and this bike just fucking zooms by me on the sidewalk, and people don't give a shit. There's no excuse me, there's no, hey, how's it going, how's your day? And it just seems like there's a clusterfuck of chaos at any given time. Even now when it's a bit quiet, it's just go with no consideration for what maybe, existing around you. And it's nice sometimes to just, even if you're busy, to just fucking stop. Just kind of like, how people like work so hard they hit a wall and then all of a sudden they just can't function? Sort of like that, but purposely be like, okay, here's the wall and I'm gonna do this up until this. Like, if you're like, I'm gonna do this for an hour, or I'm gonna do this, and then once I get here, I'm just gonna I'm gonna just like space out for 10 minutes, or I'm gonna go for a walk, or I'm just gonna sit with myself and how uncomfortable I feel. And that sucks, but in a way, in the end, feels awesome. It's kind of like if your back hurts and you go for a sick massage, like, get in there and you're like, oh, fucking pain, and then you just feel amazing after, because that needed to be done for you to kind of reset. And not everybody's had a massage, so I'm sure those it does. If you get a really good deep tissue, that shit fucking hurts, and it might even hurt the next day. It might even feel like you're a little bit bruised, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you have, like, as a hairstylist, I have back and shoulder problems. As a bartender for many years, back and shoulder problems, especially from, standing. Both my jobs required me for years. I'd say hours, but that's an understatement. Years and years of standing with my arms elevated. So you need to do things to take care of yourself and just stop. And if you're like, I don't have time in a day, yes, you do. You do. Just do it and see how awesome it is. And the more that you realize that you can just take that time, the more you'll realize that you need it. Like, your mind, your body needs it. So if you go outside and you go for that walk, make sure you're present while you're doing it. Just like, again, I reiterate, I do not want to tell anybody what to do. This is something that has worked for me and many of my kin therapy folks, And it just, the difference it makes in your life, your quality of life, when you are actively engaging rather than completely, I mean, the perfect word is disengaged. You have just like kind of removed yourself because you're just tired and you're burnt out. It's something that, it's such a different feeling. It's hard to explain, but it resets you. If you just take and make yourself present with whatever you're doing for that little time you have, not only will you find more appreciation for whatever that thing, whatever it is you're doing, but you'll also have probably a deeper appreciation for yourself and your time, and be able to kind of find instances in your life where you can, like allow yourself, like jot more areas for time. You can, yeah, just, take better care of yourself, I guess is what I'm saying. And so back to the beach thing. I mean, if you see a spot and you're like, something's drawing you to it, or you see a person, like you're out for a walk, or you're out getting groceries, and somehow you either engage or they engage with you. And it seems like something genuine, not like a, hey, like, do you mind if I go ahead in the lineup because I have less groceries than you? I mean, that, it could be genuine too. But I mean, there are people out there, and they're humans too. We just want to feel, significant in some way. It's our ego for sure. But I mean, we're here and we feel like we need a purpose and we want to feel significant. And, especially right now when you don't have a lot of opportunity. I say you, and just know that I typically mean me. I'm speaking as maybe like a third person, like, you need to do this, girl, you need to, yeah, so like that. So I need to just like break my habits that I have and just go out and appreciate things, even if I'm like uncomfortable, or I feel like, there's no point, there's no purpose, but I need to feel like I'm at least, existing to feel something, not to just sit and dwell on my sadness and my lack of productivity, because there's, the lacking, it's big. Going from working regularly, like 2 or 3 jobs at a time, to not working, to just kind of doing, like this part-time shit from home. It's different. It's humbling, certainly. And COVID for me has been a blessing in disguise. Now I know for everybody, we've all had different experiences. For me personally, it happened at a time where the bar that I was managing had been sold and it was closing, and everybody was kind of like, what are we going to do now? And like, there was maybe other opportunities, and I was just going to go work at and manage another bar. And I was like, this isn't where I wanted my life to go, but it was what I had at the time. And I was like, yeah, this is cool. Like, it's a step up, keep working my way up in the bar industry, even though it's not really what I want. And then COVID struck, and I ended up going home, yes, to my home province and to my small town, and I stayed with my parents for 3 months. And that was I don't have words really. It was one of the best experiences of my life. Like, it just, to put it very simply, I am very fortunate that I have a good family and very supportive parents. And it was just, I never would have gotten that opportunity had this pandemic not hit. And I've learned so much about my mom and my dad that I hadn't known, and they learned about me, and we've always been pretty close. I'd say very close. We're a close family. We love each other. But we just developed almost more of this like stronger bond and friendships that we didn't have before, like I'm getting emotional, but like it's something that I will never forget, and it is the best experience of my life. And and now it's like, where do you stand when you know, like, you're kind of trying to get back into the thick of things, and life life kind of has to move on. And now I've had these experiences, and I'm really like, oh shit, like, what do I want to do? Do I even want to stay? Do I want to stay in Vancouver doing this like part-time hairdressing thing that I spent many years doing, and I do love making people happy. I love bringing joy in the form of art. Love art. That's the biggest reason I came out here, was to become an artist in the film industry. So yeah, a little bit different than cutting and coloring hair, but, like in the same realm of art. And it's such a toss up, because I've always been so close to my roots. And yeah, it's tough, man. So it's tough to, now things are kind of going back to normal, and trying to find this middle ground again, and pick myself up when I kind of got to have that experience last year. And it was just so, humbling for sure, because I wasn't working. I'm in my 30s, and I was, essentially living at home with my folks. And it was the best time of life. It was amazing. And yeah. Oh, and single. Like, you don't have to be with a partner. You don't have to be like seeing your friends every day. And like I said, when I say you, I say me. So I used to believe strongly that I had to be surrounded by people. I had to be like always impressing people, and being like not necessarily center of attention, but the one that brought the fun. People are like, oh well, oh man, it's just, I don't know why I have such a hard time saying my name, because I don't know, it's weird, because it's so, saying a name is such a personal thing, but so my name is Paige, and Paige, and I'm from small town Saskatchewan, and I live in Vancouver, BC. There you have it. So I had many friends in my time be like, oh yeah, Paige is coming, it's gonna be so much fun, like this party's gonna be awesome. And they're like, oh yeah, like you showed up, it's gonna be fucking so much fun, And I was like, oh shit, I gotta rage. The nicknames are great, like, like Raging Paige or KG Pagey. Like, when I was there, you knew it was gonna be wild, to say the least. And I thrived off of that. And it's funny, because like throughout this COVID thing, I've been like, man, that energy was so draining. It was so draining, always keeping up this facade of this person who like works in this nightlife and always needs to be like on top of her game and always showing up, and like almost having to like make something happen if nothing was happening. I felt like that pressure was on me, and for once in my life I haven't felt that pressure, that responsibility. And it probably sounds silly to a lot of you. That's just how I felt. I felt that people were like, you need to, like, you're up here, that's why I like you, you're up here, so I need you up here. So it's like, like you're always on your game, and or trying to be anyway. And it got me in a lot of trouble. My body has paid for it in ways that I don't think anybody's body should pay, in terms of like alcoholism, because I was an alcoholic for many years. And man, after last year with my folks, it's like, how do you get back into this lifestyle that you maybe thought you were like, go, and it's what it was, and then all of a sudden, whoa, like there is different love and different energy and different acceptance, different expectations, different experiences that you never really realized, because you didn't stop and slow. So I guess that's what I'm saying, is you're waking up, and if you think you have no purpose, you do. You're just being, just to wake up and open your eyes and just be. I think that's a start. That's always going to be a start. And I'm here. And if you're ever thinking, you know, like what more could I do, or what is my purpose, or what do people expect? I mean, at least you know, you got someone, you got me. I'm not sure that that's going to be a lot because I'm some fucking weirdo up in Canada. But I'm here for you. I'm here for you. If anybody ever wanted to do a live and have actually like more like a one-on-one, not necessarily one-on-one, but more engaging conversation, totally happy to do that. Even if just one person is like, hey, are you able to do live? Fuck yeah, bud. Fuck yeah, let's do a live. that'd be great. I'd love it. I'm here for you. That's why I want to be here. I want to do this so that we can all kind of gather around and be like, you know, we're all a mess. We're all a little bit fucked up. We all got some shit happening, and we all deserve to kind of just sit in it and just take a step back and share. Like if you need some good energy, here you go, take it. Just cast it out, reel it in. I'm not making it hard. Don't worry. There's no wheat. It's not going to get caught in nothing. Just pull on the heartstrings a little bit. Don't take everything, okay? Because I need to breathe. I need to be here for you. I need to be here for you. So, I feel like this is a little bit of a ramble. I don't think I'm ever going to have a organized, set way of doing things or tasks at hand to complete from start to finish when I do these videos. But I can promise that I'm going to do my best to be here on a weekly basis. And who knows, maybe I will have a regular day every week. Maybe I'll have some short stories of stupid shit that have happened to me. We all have stories. I would love to hear people's silly stories. You know, sometimes all it takes is one little story or experience you've had to really be like, you know, like, I did some shit, or, oh, wow, like, that happened to me. Like, I lived through this, or I got to witness this, or I had this opportunity. And a lot of us, I mean, I know there's often times that'll just like something will trigger in my brain and I'll be like, whoa, I forgot that happened. I can't believe that I was able to do this at that time, you know? And let me tell you, when you start getting older, you're like, it really does happen. You're like, all these injuries you get when you're like drunk and partying and playing sports and breaking things and fracturing things, and everything's getting all busted and bruised. And oh yeah, that shit comes back to haunt you. I wouldn't say tenfold. Maybe later, maybe in another decade or two. Hope not. But yeah, like, you're like, oh man, that's exactly why. My hips are fucked up, you know? Like, things happen. You fall off of places that are a little bit high. Maybe you decided to kick something you shouldn't have kicked. I don't know. You tell me. You tell me some crazy stories. You tell me if you want to do a live. Message me. Let me know if there's anything I can help with, anything else I could share, topics you want to hear about. Maybe if it's anything like mental health related that I have experience with, I'm happy to talk about it. I mean, my list of anagrams it's pretty basic actually. We have like the, you know, like OCD, ADHD, BPD, PTSD, and then like anxiety, depression, dyslexia. That one fucking sucks because I'm really working to be a writer. It's going. It's just hard. It's hard. You can do it. It's just, shit is hard, man. But if you want to do something, just fucking try it. And I'm a bit of a hypocrite because it took me almost 2 years to start up my Instagram page that is just focused on my poetry. But I did it. I did it in the last few months, and I only just uploaded to my Facebook a few days ago to let people in my life know that I created this months ago, because I was that like scared of failure and judgment and rejection. And I'm like, you know what? This is what I enjoy, and some people will like it, some people won't like these videos. Some people will be like, that's great, and some people like, she's off her fucking rocker, or I hate fucking rainbows. I don't know, you know. Your choice is your choice. My choice is my choice, and I'm fully happy to discuss and, you know, like, talk about somewhere in the middle. That'd be cool. Anyways, yeah, if you've seen this channel, welcome. I would love it if you would subscribe, sub to this, and let me know if you have any thoughts, opinions, or suggestions. And I'm here. Let's hang. Okay, that's it. Okay, love you, bye.